He ruled the most powerful empire on earth. He commanded armies. He held the fate of millions in his hands. And every single morning, before he spoke to a single advisor, before he signed a single decree, he sat alone and wrote, not orders, not strategy, rules. For himself, Marcus Aurelius didn't trust comfort. He didn't trust impulse. He didn't trust the version of himself that hadn't been tested yet, so he built a code, 9 principles that governed every decision, every reaction, every breath. Most men will hear these rules and nod, feel inspired for a moment, then go back to being exactly who they were. You are not most men. Let's begin. These are not motivational quotes. These are war commands, issued by the most powerful man alive to himself. If you apply even 3 of these, your life will look different in 90 days. Apply all 9, you will become unrecognizable to the person you are right now. Rule number 1. Put others before your ego. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What injures the hive injures the bee." He didn't see himself as separate from the people he served. He saw himself as part of them. When the Antonine Plague swept Rome, he didn't flee. He didn't hoard the palace's wealth. He sold it. Auctioned off gold cups, crystal vases, silk robes to fund relief for his people. The emperor chose sacrifice over comfort. Most men do the opposite. They accumulate while others starve. They protect their image while their people suffer. A samurai understood this. The blade exists to protect, not to display. Your strength is only worth something when it serves something greater than yourself. Lead people. Don't hoard your gifts. Rule number 2. The obstacle is the only path. Miyamoto Musashi fought 61 duels. He never lost once. You know what his secret was? He never looked for the easier road. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Read that again. The wall in front of you is not your enemy, it is your instructor. Every man who has ever built something real built it through resistance, not around it. You don't need another path. You need to walk directly through the one that frightens you most. That's where the man you're meant to become is waiting. Rule number 3. Kill your anxiety. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Anxiety is not something that happens to you. It is something you choose. Every single time, you choose to replay the worst outcome. You choose to live in a future that doesn't exist yet. During the pandemic, the modern version of Rome's plague, millions of men were paralyzed by what might happen. Marcus Aurelius watched his empire collapse around him and wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not tomorrow, not next year, now." The Zen monk does not panic in the storm, he watches it. Your anxiety is a signal, not a sentence. Acknowledge it, then command it to leave. Rule number 4. Conquer your morning before it conquers you. Marcus Aurelius began every morning the same way. Before rising, he asked himself, "What is the work to be done today? What do I need to prepare for?" Not what do I feel like doing? What must be done? The samurai had a concept called shi ni monogurui, the mind of one who is already dead. You wake up prepared, not reactive, not scrolling, not stumbling through the first 2 hours of your life in a fog. Your morning is not a warm-up, it is the battle itself. Win it in silence, win it before anyone else is awake. The man who owns his first hour owns his entire day. Rule number 5. Refuse to resent. Here is something most people don't tell you about Marcus Aurelius. He said himself, he didn't particularly like people, yet he dedicated his entire life to serving them. How? He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, 'Today I will encounter meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly people.'" He expected the worst and chose patience anyway. Resentment is poison you drink, hoping someone else dies. Every moment you spend angry at a weak man is a moment stolen from becoming a strong one. Understand people. Don't excuse them, but refuse to let them own space inside you. That space is reserved for discipline, not hatred. Rule number 6, do less. Do it completely. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." He was the most powerful man alive, and he was ruthless about simplicity. Most men are busy, scattered, doing 12 things and completing none. The Zen masters called this mushin, empty mind. The warrior who tries to defend every angle defends nothing. Choose 3 things today, only 3 things, and destroy them completely. Mastery is not found in volume, it is found in depth. The man who does one thing with total focus is 10 times more dangerous than the man who does 10 things with divided attention. Rule number 7, sit with discomfort. The samurai trained in the rain, in the cold, in conditions no man would choose, not because they were masochists, because they understood something most men refuse to accept. Comfort is a cage, and it was built to keep you exactly where you are. Marcus Aurelius deliberately chose hardship, cold baths, sparse meals, sleeping on the floor. He was an emperor. He could have had anything. He chose nothing, because he knew the moment you need comfort to function, comfort owns you. Seek the cold, seek the silence, seek the hard thing. That is where you are built. Rule number 8, remember that you will die. Memento mori. Remember death, not as a threat, as a compass. Marcus Aurelius meditated on death daily, not because he was morbid, because he understood that a man who forgets he is mortal wastes his days on things that do not matter. The samurai carried a death poem written before every battle. They didn't cling to life, they released it. And that release made them fearless. Ask yourself tonight, if this were your last day, did you live it worthy of who you claim to be? If the answer is no, that is your instruction. Rule number 9, love your fate. Amor fati. Love your fate, not accept it, not endure it, love it. Every wound, every loss, every failure, every wound, every loss, every failure, every moment you were humiliated, overlooked, or destroyed. Marcus Aurelius did not wish his life were easier. He wished he was stronger. That is the final rule, the one that ties all 8 before it into a single philosophy. Nothing that happens to you is wasted, unless you choose to waste it. The fire that burns you is the same fire that forges you. Choose to be forged. 9 rules, written 2,000 years ago by a man who had everything and needed none of it. Put others first, walk through obstacles, silence your anxiety, win your mourning, release your resentment, do less completely, sit with discomfort, remember death, love your fate. These are not instructions for extraordinary men. They are instructions for the man you have not yet become. The question is simple. Are you willing to follow them? If these rules hit you, write one of them down. Right now, not later, now. And if you want more ancient wisdom like this every week, subscribe. We go deep here. This is Stoic law. The silence has lessons. Start listening.